like I still say this, like from everything I've done, like the 20 years in the army, like everything I did in the army, I reckon the hardest thing I've had to do was transition out. Like that by far is the hardest thing. And I think, if I'm honest, I'll probably struggle with that forever. Like there's a part of me that would die to go back in, be able to like just being there forever, but it's not realistic, and it's a fear thing. Like I got to the end where you're comfortable, and I think when you're too comfortable, that's when like you're too complacent. If I haven't got something to push back against on and something that doesn't drive me, then like I become like lazy, complacent, and then I'll find something chaotic to involve myself in, which is bad news for me. Like I need to make sure that I've always got something to have a fight against. So yeah, the transition was hard. Because I didn't I'm assuming it's like that for anyone. Like, you imagine being plucked from the earth, being placed in this other area for 20 years and then leaving and then trying to reinsert yourself back into society. It was a real weird space for me. Like, I remember after about a month calling some of the boys up, true conversation. They were like, "How is it?" And I was like, "Fuck, it's weird out here, man. It's really weird." I'm getting the idea that guys talk stuff and they don't actually mean it. And like I had a conversation with this guy and he was like, we should do this, this, and this. So I put a whole bunch of stuff together and, nothing ever came of it. And I said, like, I think a lot of these dudes out here just all talk. And everyone was like, really? Like, that's how it is? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. I think there's a lot of bullshit out here. So my assumption when I got out was that everyone was just pretty much like us, but, probably smarter. That's what I assumed. And, I wasn't let down. I was just like, I'm going to have to readjust my behavior for one and my expectations. And I think I was just lucky because I come from a dense population of really good people. And then I found it harder to find the same types of people out here because, not many people have been exposed to or have the want to be exposed to it. So, one morning when again, like it wasn't long since I got out, we were standing outside the front of 98 Riley, and there was this real smoky smell outside. And we just finished a class, and we're standing out there, and one of the girls went, "Oh, it smells out here." And I was like, "Yeah, it smells like fucking like burning bodies." And she was like, "How the do you know what that smells like?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, it's just a joke. It was a joke. I don't know." But they're the things that will come out of my mouth again and again and again and again. Like they would just be matter of fact, because that was for me, it was matter of fact. Like I've seen a lot of, overseas, and like, so I just started to like close down a little bit. I was, very, very quiet just because I thought, I don't want to say anything that's going to freak anyone out because it's really hard for them to understand where I've come from.